You really need to avoid getting into a negative spiral of despondency and despair. Hi, and welcome to yet another quick bite. In the recent weeks, I've been approached by a number of my friends and professional community members who are in a state of despair. They're feeling a lot of anxiety. In some cases, it's due to a job loss. In other cases, it's due to the office politics even extending itself to a remote working environment. And in some cases, it's also the stress caused by the combination of work from home and work from home that's happening. Now, my only thought when I come across someone like this is that you really need to avoid getting into a negative spiral of despondency and despair. That's something you just cannot afford to do at a time like this. So, I have a few tips or few hacks, as I call them, which I'd love to share with you today. And these are the 5 hacks which can help you take charge of your life and move forward. So, let's hear these. Number 1, move that body. By this I mean take up some physical fitness activity or exercise. Studies have proved beyond doubt that any amount of vigorous exercise releases endorphins or chemicals in the body that can lift up your mood instantaneously and even your energy levels. Number 2, take a 360-degree view. Often we only look upwards at the people with the jets and those with the fancy corporate titles. Do you even look at the millions who go without a square meal a day? Probably not. But if you are watching this on a smartphone or a laptop, which I assume you are, then believe me, you are really lucky. Number 3, organize your finances. One of the biggest worries we have is about our finances. So scan your liabilities and assets much more deeply. Get rid of those liabilities where the interest rate is very high and you may find it difficult to service. In case of assets, look deeper down into hidden assets such as gold, which many Indian households have and which can be of a great value at this time. Number 4, open up. The last thing that you want to do at this stage is keep everything bottled up inside. So open up to anyone that you're comfortable speaking to. Believe you me, some of the words they share and the guidance they share with you can play a huge role in helping you find your bearings. And number 5, invest in your learning. Make sure that you pick up a new skill, learn a new trade even, revisit an old hobby. There's so many free webinars happening now. Join in and participate in the learning. These are really the 5 simple hacks that I wanted to share with you this time. I'm recapping them. Number 1 is move that body. Number 2, take a 360-degree view. Number 3, organize your finances. Number 4, open up. And number 5, invest in your learning. At the end of the day, just remember one thing. We are all in this together. Make sure that you don't lose hope. We will overcome. Till we meet again, this is Vikas Dua. Thank you.